opener for both teams, the Westlaco East Wildcats and the Manor Mustangs, right here in San Antonio. The Manor Mustangs come out of the Austin area and due to realignment are in a very tough district with teams such as Hutto and Cedar Park. Westlaco East, of course, is in a new district this year as well. So a lot of good things coming out of Westlaco East this year. We're excited for another year of high school football. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by none other than the coach, Coach Rock, bringing you all the action from here in San Antonio. Coach?
I'm excited about being here. You know, this is a perfect year right here. Start off the season, Wildcat football, right here in San Antonio, Texas, Alamo Stadium. We're excited to see this team. All right, they last year they ended up 3 rounds in the playoffs. Boy, right now, I know this team is all fired up, ready to go. And hey, let's start this Wildcat year, baby.
Well, we'll be bringing you all the action here from San Antonio. Both these two teams eager to hit someone in a different color. We know that they've each had a couple of scrimmages. Looking good back deep here to receive the ball for Manor is going to be Ernest Musey. He, of course, is lined up deep, and Westlaco East will be kicking off to the Manor Mustangs. The kick is not very deep. It'll be at the 10, and Musey will bring it up the middle. He's at the 25. He's at the 30, where he's finally brought down at about the 31-yard line. Manor won the toss. They did elect to receive, so they'll be with the ball first here, and they'll have pretty good field position, 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. The Westlaco East Wildcats, you know, defensively, they are strong, bringing in 8 returning starters from last year's squad. All-Stater Freddie Cardenas and All-Stater Jacob Banda will anchor this defense. Manor on offense. They got 3 receivers to the left. The quarterback is going to keep it. Nate Jackson, he's going to cut up to about the 36, 37-yard line. They're going to officially mark it down at the 36. That's going to be a pickup of 5 yards.
Great pursuit by the Westlaco East down the line. Did a great job. Got the initial hit. All right, he broke a little tackle there, but excellent job by the defense for the Wildcats.
Bring up a 2nd down and 5. 2 receivers down to your left, 1 to the top of your screen, 2 backs in the backfield. Nate Jackson is your quarterback. Musey in motion. They're going to hand it off to Musey going across. He breaks a tackle, and he's brought down hard after maybe a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, Manor ran a jet sweep there. Again, boy, the secondary did a good job coming up and forcing the defensive end, turned it back around. Excellent job by the defense.
So they will give him 1 yard on that carry, making it a 3rd down and 4 situation for the Mustangs. 2 receivers right to the left, 1 running back in the backfield with Jackson, the quarterback. Jackson, Reed, he's going to hand it off to the lone setback back there. Taj Brooks, their junior running back. This is the guy that they are going to rely heavily on. Last year, he had about 1,100 yards rushing and 14 touchdowns. Great stop there by the defense, forcing a 4th down situation for the Mustangs, and they'll bring on their punter.
Absolutely. They try to spread Westlaco East out that time, ran the inside zone. Oh, man, the linebackers are there. The defensive front did a great job. No movement up front. Great series for the Wildcats. Way to start the year.
Trey Sherrill on the punt for the Mustangs, but it looks like we've got a timeout on the field. Ramsey Vasquez looks like they're going to send him back to receive this punt from the Mustangs. Now, Ramsey is one of those kids that Westlaco East is high on this year. Of course, last year he was a sophomore, and due to some injuries, was thrown right into the Lions pit and did very well. And of course, this is a kid that is multifaceted. He can play offense, he can play defense, and they want to get the ball into his hands as many times as possible.
Absolutely. You know, talking to the coaches and stuff, they're really high on Ramsey. Obviously, that kid's going to have a great year. You know, they're going to do great things with Ramsey. He's going to do some good stuff for the Wildcats.
Well, they got 3 guys to the right, 3 guys to the left. Now they're going to change formations, and they better hurry because they're trying to kill the clock. No one back deep for the Wildcats, so they're expecting a fake. Sherrill with a rugby-style punt. He's going to take a Mustang bounce and get inside the 20. Then they roll laterally to about the 18, and that's where they're going to stop it. Officials going to say the 19. So that's where the Wildcats are going to take over on their first possession here of the afternoon. Great stop there by the defense.
Absolutely. The defense did their job. Now it's time for the offense to come out, move the ball, move the chains, first downs, just little by little, milk this clock, get after it, play some Wildcat football.
Well, here comes the Wildcat offense. We're going to see Ramsey Vasquez in at quarterback. A lot of people looking for Cedeno to be the starter, but a little injury is going to keep him out of this game. A toss to the left to Josh Gonzalez, but nowhere to run as the Manor defense just stops him right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the defense did a good job stopping there. You just need to get there. Wanted to get outside right now, but it's all right. Just stay to it. Keep getting after it, Wildcats. Here we go.
No huddle offense. Now they are going to huddle up.
Yeah, that was a real quick huddle a while ago.
Okay, Ramsey is in at quarterback. He's got 3 guys back there in the backfield with him. Fakes the handoff to Josh, and he's going to take the ball, get across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. So if that's where they mark it, that'll be a pickup of 3.
Absolutely. Ran a little zone read there. Did a good job. Picked up some yardage.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Wildcats. Ball resting at their own 22-yard line. We are just underway here from San Antonio. Alamo Stadium, season opener between the Wildcats and the Mustangs. The Wildcats forcing the Mustangs to a 3-and-out, getting the ball at their own 19-yard line.
It's 3rd down here. Let's get the ball moving. Let's get a 1st down, guys.
One receiver down to the right to the bottom of your screen. It's going to be a quick snap to Randy Cardoza, but some kind of confusion. I'm not sure if he was waiting for that ball, expecting that ball, but he just decided he needed to fall on it because it was on the ground to salvage anything and not, of course, not give it up to the Mustangs this deep on the field. So it's going to bring up a 4th down after a loss of 2, 4th down and 9. So the Wildcats will send out their punting unit.
Yep, punt the ball away. That's all right. Let's get down there, get a good punt, get good coverage down there, and, get them on their side of the field.
Ramsey on to punt. Muse back deep to return this one for the Mustangs. He's lined up at the 45-yard line. We got 8 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Still no score from Alamo Stadium. They're needing one more person on the field. That person is now on the field, but because time was running really low on the play clock, East is going to have to burn a timeout. Want to send a big shout out to John Boswell, enjoying Wildcat football from Oklahoma.
Hey,
watching on Facebook Live. Want to send a big shout out to all of our viewers on Facebook Live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in from Alamo Stadium. We know a lot of people couldn't make the trek up here because it is about a 225-mile drive from the valley to San Antonio, but so thankful for technology that we are able to bring the game live to our fans in the Rio Grande Valley and, of course, across the United States, for that matter.
Awesome. There's a lot of Wildcat fans out there. You believe it or not, I've seen it a lot of times, and kids, people calling in from overseas, kids that played for Westco East and that are in the military service and this type of stuff. So there's a lot of people out there to follow Wildcat football.
Well, now they're going to send 2 guys back there, James Langston and Ernest Muse, to return. They're lined up at about the 50-yard line. Ramsey, he too with a rugby-style punt, and it's a good one. Falls out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
At least we got it on that side of the field, and that's what you want to do, at least get that ball over there. So one thing about high school football, field position's a huge, huge factor in this game. So, defense needs to come in, make another big stop, and keep it going.
Well, Manor will begin their second drive of the afternoon from their own 44-yard line. Jackson in at quarterback. They got trips to the right, one to the bottom of your screen. A quick handoff to Taj Brooks. Brooks trying to find some room up the middle. He's going to pick up about 5 on that play. No, they're going to say 4, so they'll mark it at the 48-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 6.
Linebackers closed well on that. There's kind of a hole there at the start, but it looks like the Wildcats are in their 3-4 defense.
Twins right, twins left. Quick pass to Ernest Muse at the bottom of your screen. He breaks 2 tackles inside Wildcat territory. Finally knocked out of bounds at the 42-yard line. This is going to be the first down of the game.
Yeah, our corner has to get the hands off. The receiver out here put his hands on our cornerback pretty good. He just needs to knock them hands off instead of make that tackle.
So 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line of the Wildcats. The Mustangs with the football. Jackson fakes the handoff. He's inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Ball is loose, but they're going to say that he was already down. And so they're going to mark it officially at the 40. So that's going to be a 2-yard pickup for the quarterback, bringing up a 2nd down and 8.
One thing about Wildcat football, those guys, they're going to hit you. All right, they play very sound defense, play very good football, and they're going to hit you. They're going to come at you hard.
Brooks, the only
little movement there.
And there goes the flag,
Coach. Flag. There it is.
Good eye there. That's going to be motion against the Mustangs. That'll move the ball back 5 yards to the 45-yard line. We'll repeat 2nd down, but it'll be 2nd down and 13 from the 45.
There you go. Always want to get them a little bit longer to go.
Twins right, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. They're going to send one in motion. Jackson, quick pass out to the right. It's caught to the 40 to the 38-yard line. And it looks like Jaden Moore was on the receiving end of that pass. Pickup of about 8 yards on that play.
Yeah, they like to run the bubble screen. Anytime you see a lot of motion and stuff, they're motioning that guy over there a lot of time just to block off the edge and do a little, they're doing a little bubble screen stuff. They're like little hitches and stuff like that. They're just trying to, get an opening, but
3rd down from the 39-yard line. A quick handoff to about the 35. The Mustangs, they're going to be short of the 1st down.
Brings up a 4th down. I don't know where they're at. Now, hey, now time for a big stop by the Wildcats right here. 4th and about 2. We need to have a big stop here. Watch the long count. A lot of times people like to draw you off sides in this situation.
Brooks and Patridge in the background, and that's exactly what they did. Free play, wide open receiver at the bottom of your screen, and he walks in untouched for a touchdown. We got a flag on the play, and if it holds true, Coach, that it's offsides, that's a free play, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I believe that's what it is. They declined it, so that's why you just gotta stay aware all the time on the field. You never know. It's all right though. Now we gotta regroup, come back offense, move the football, get back, move it down the field and score.
34-yard TD pass from Nate Jackson to Ernest Muse for the first score of the game. They're going to line up for 2.
Right.
Jackson, the quarterback.
More movement.
He's going to keep the ball, trying to run outside, and there's nowhere to go.
Nice job, defense.
Great pursuit by the Wildcat defense, forcing him out of bounds. So the 2-point conversion is no good. So we got 5:24 to go here in the first quarter, and it is the Manor Mustangs 6. The Westlaco East Wildcats 0. We'll be right back with more high school football action from Alamo Stadium in San Antonio, right here on KWS.
Before David Lozano started practicing law, he was a student at Weslaco ISD. He participated in UIL athletics. He was a regional qualifier. He earned college credits through the dual enrollment program. After high school, he attended the University of Texas before graduating from St. Mary's School of Law. Now he helps people in need as an attorney. WISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For David Lozano, Weslaco ISD was the right choice.
Welcome back to Alamo Stadium in San Antonio, where KWS is bringing you high school football. Your Westlaco East Wildcats taking on the Manor Mustangs out of the Austin area. Manor just scored a touchdown. 6-0 is your score. A short kick picked up by the Wildcats. Still on his feet is Andy Delgado. Brought down at about the 38-yard line. Good field position for the Wildcats.
Absolutely great field position, a little squib kick. I was watching them warm up and stuff, the Maynard, and I could see that they were struggling a little bit on their kicking game and stuff and kicking that kind of stuff. So it showed right there. So we won't see too much of that. We don't kicking off very much. So.
Well, Manor gets on the field first. We do have a flag on the play, so that's going to move the ball to the 45-yard line of the Mustangs. So the Westlaco East Wildcats with great field position to start their second offensive series of the game. Want to send a big shout out to Alex Vela saying hi on Facebook Live. So here come the Wildcats for their second time onto the field. Tight formation for the Wildcats. Under center is the quarterback, Ramsey Vasquez, and he's going to hand the ball off to Randy Cardoza, who's going to pile right behind the left tackle for about 4 yards to the 41-yard line.
Absolutely great run there. The line did a great job of opening up a hole, getting some movement. Awesome football play. Anytime you get 4 yards, you just keep getting them 4. It was a first down, so.
I formation for the Wildcats. Ramsey Vasquez under center. Cardoza, the up back. Handed off to the deep back, which is Josh Gonzalez. However, we do have a flag on the play, so we'll see what the gentlemen in the stripes tell us.
We got motion on the offense.
For those of you just joining in on Facebook Live, we've got 4:45 to go here in the first quarter. The Manor Mustangs up 6-0. Westlaco East with the ball for the second time of the afternoon. Second down after a 5-yard penalty and 11 for the Wildcats. Ramsey Vasquez once again under center. Hands it up to Cardoza. Cardoza tripped up in the backfield, is going to get to the line of scrimmage. Ball comes loose, but the referee's going to say that he was down. So they're going to say no gain on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, they're crowding the line right now defensively and stuff. What Westlaco East is doing at them right now, but that's all right. That's one thing about this offense and stuff. You just keep hitting people, keep hitting people, and as the game goes along, you start wearing defenses down and stuff. So just stay with the program. Stay with what you're doing. Just keep working it.
They just flipped the formation. Cardoza, Gonzalez back there. Handoff is to Cardoza. Cardoza up the middle, right behind the center, is going to pick up maybe 2 yards on that play inside the 45 to the 44-yard line, where it's going to be 4th down and 9.
4th and 9. Try to run a little inside trap there.
Manor is going to send back James Langston and Ernest Muse to return this punt. They are lining up at about the 10-yard line. Ramsey Vasquez on the punt.
Need to pin them back deep.
Rugby-style punters on the field. This one's going to be fielded at the 10 by Muse. Looking for some running room. He breaks a few tackles.
He's clipped down here.
On the go, and Ramsey finally knocks him out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. However, we do have a flag on the play, and of course, as you heard Coach mention, that's usually the area blocking the back.
Yeah, you got a block in the back over here. That's going to be half the distance back this way.
It's going to be a spot foul, so it's going to move them back inside the 10-yard line if our eyes are correct.
Yeah, since it's inside the 20, it should be half the distance to go going backwards here.
They're discussing exactly how many yards to mark off.
There it is.
So they're going to mark it down at the 8-yard line. And Manor with the football after stopping East for the second time today. With 3:03 to go here in the first quarter, will begin their 3rd offensive series of the afternoon. So Manor will line up 3 to the right, 1 to the left, and it's going to be Brooks in the backfield, and he's going to take the handoff, going to look for some running room off the right end, and he's going to turn upfield for about 3 yards. They're going to bring him down at the 12.
Tremendous hit by number 3. Outstanding hit. Outstanding by Freddie Cardenas. He saw that coming all the way, did a great job, stepped up and made a great play.
They're going to give him 4 yards on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and 6. 2 right, 2 left. Brooks in the backfield, fakes the handoff, quick pass to Muse, that little bubble screen you were talking about earlier, Coach, and this time they're able to convert it for some big yards all the way out to the 29-yard line. So the chains will move for the Mustangs.
Yeah, they like to play. They really like to throw that ball. They like to throw the bubble screen. You know, they get out there, they get a one-on-one, and they get a little block, and boom, got good speed on the outside. So you just got to break that up. You got to stay on them.
We're going to send 3 receivers out to the right. Jackson looks that way. Looks like he wants to run with the ball, but then he decides he's going to throw it, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. The intended receiver was Courtney Patridge Lee.
Nice job by the free safety breaking that up. Come up, made a good hit. Ball sails over the receiver's head. Great job by your defense. Good job by your free safety.
Good job by the defensive line to not allow the quarterback to get anywhere, because it looked there for a while that he wanted to run.
Exactly.
So incomplete pass will bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, they're staying in
Jackson,
the pass lanes real
looking
well.
to his right. It's going to be a screen to
left.
Brooks. I'm sorry.
Nice job. Nice job on stopping the screen, coming up. Excellent job by the defense.
Great job there, picking up and sniffing out that screen, picking up only 2 yards on that play, bringing up a 3rd down and 8. We are under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The Manor Mustangs lead this one 6-0. Taj Brooks, their running back, in the backfield with the quarterback. Looks like there's a little bit of confusion on the field. There's going to be a timeout called.
Yeah, timeout by Maynard.
By the Mustangs, and they're going to talk this one over. 3rd down and 8 with 1:33 to go here in the first quarter. They're taking out a timeout on the field. We'll take one along with them. You're enjoying high school football right here on K-West.
Before Clarissa Renteria was a dentist, she was a student at Weslaco ISD. She was a cheerleader, played softball, and started college early through the dual enrollment program. She graduated from UTPA before earning her degree from the University of Texas School of Dentistry in Houston. Now she is Dr. Renteria, creating beautiful smiles at Professional Dental Group. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For Dr. Clarissa Renteria, WISD was the right choice.
Welcome back to Alamo Stadium in San Antonio. The Manor Mustangs calling timeout as they are looking at 3rd down and 8 from their own 31-yard line. 1:33 to go here in the first quarter. They lead 6-0. You're enjoying high school football right here on K-West. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by Coach Rock, bringing you all this action here from San Antonio.
Back in the Devils formation. Get a pressure on the quarterback. Right there. Nice hit. Ball's on the ground.
Looks like Manor recovered their own. No, look, I'm going to say that the Wildcats have it. And that's going to be Freddie Cardenas coming out from underneath that pile. The All-Stater making his name known here in San Antonio. The Wildcats did a great job of collapsing that pocket and really applying pressure to Nate Jackson. They did it on the previous play as well, and Nate decided he needed to throw the ball. This time they did get to him, forcing the fumble, and now the Wildcats will take over in excellent field position at the Mustangs 27-yard line.
Well, this is what you want, and big turnover right now. Now let's go put it in the end zone.
1:22 to go here in the first. Ramsey gonna hand the ball off. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, defense did a good job of penetrating, getting up the field, stopping that. That's all right. Big boys need to get out, get moving, get on the bodies, and get them moving. Let's go, guys.
No gain on that play. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. We are under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Ramsey Vasquez takes the ball and he's going
There
to
you go.
run
Come on,
left.
come on.
Trying to turn the corner. He's still on his feet. Breaks the
There
tackle
you
inside
go.
the 20, down to about
Got the
the
first down.
16-yard line, and that's going to be enough yardage for a Wildcat first down.
There you go. There you go.
Great job there by Ramsey, able to keep his eyes down the field and break the tackle at the same time.
Exactly. He just kept it going and stuff. That's just, he was not going to be denied the first down. He did a tremendous job. Did a good job of blocking the edge, getting Ramsey around the edge. Good job all the way around. Good football play.
So that's going to move the sticks down to the 12-yard line. First and 10 for the Wildcats. 16 seconds left in the game, the first quarter. And there is a snap directed at Ramsey Vasquez, and he's going to take it off the left side. He's going to pick up about 5 yards to about the 7-yard line, and that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. The buzzer that just sounded, where we have officially played 1 quarter of football here in the regular season, and it is your Weslaco East Wildcats trailing the Manor Mustangs by a score of 6-0. However, the Wildcats looking good here.
Absolutely.
As we're going to get to start the second quarter.
Wildcats are moving the ball. That was a great job right there by Ramsey. Good read. All right. He was very patient. Pulled it. Picked up 4 or 5 yards. That's what you look for. They're doing a good job.
And all of this started because the Weslaco East defense was able to put pressure on the quarterback, forcing a fumble, which Freddy Cardenas fell on at the 27-yard line, putting the Wildcats in excellent field position. And now they're really answering the bell by moving the ball down the field.
You know, generally in high school football, you especially early in the season, especially first game coming out, most defenses are way ahead of offenses and stuff. But, you know, the Wildcat defense is very special. They got a lot of kids back from last year. They do a tremendous job over there. Coach Guzman, his defensive staff, you know, they do a tremendous job of preparing the kids, getting them ready. The whole staff does. The guys I've worked with for many years and stuff, they work extremely hard. Their kids work extremely hard. They're just blue-collar guys, man. They just get right after it. They get that pail every day and get after it.
First play of the second quarter is a quarterback sneak. Ramsey Vasquez being pushed back, but he did move the ball forward to about the 10-yard line, a pickup of 3 yards on that play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, if you got to see right there, their left guard, number 76, Mr. Posadas, wow. He just blew that defensive tackle off the field about 6 yards back. Tremendous job on the quarterback sneak. One of the best plays in America right there.
Well, one of the knock on the Weslaco East Wildcats is the skill position players and having to replace all of them. But one of the positive, of course, is that whole offensive line coming back. Quick handoff there to Randy Cardosa, and he's going to be brought down at about the 7-yard line, and the line to gain is the 7-yard line, and they're going to say it is a first down, so they're going to lay the chains down. And that's going to bring up a first down and goal for your Wildcats from the 7-yard line.
It's first and goal now, and here's where it really gets interesting when you up front and stuff, because you got O-line, you got D-line and stuff. These kids, all right, hey, who wants it the most right now? Because here it comes. Yeah, all right. And I can see that. I already see the offensive line stuff coming off the ball. And they start coming off the ball, and the defensive guys start standing up. Touchdowns start happening.
I formation. Ramsey Vasquez under center. Cardosa, the quick handoff inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. Hit hard, but moving the ball forward.
Absolutely. As you can see, the surge, how the offensive line is coming off the ball right now, man. They are coming off the football.
Moves the ball 3 yards down to the 4-yard line, bringing up a 2nd down and goal from the 4.
Come on.
Same formation, I formation. You got Cardosa, the up back, with Gonzalez, the deep back. And again, the handoff is to Cardosa, and Cardosa just a workhorse.
I mean, they're moving the pile.
Down to the 1-yard line is what I'm looking at from up here. We'll see where they spot it.
Still didn't spot the ball yet. Looks at it.
They're going to spot it at the 2, so that's going to be a 2-yard pickup for Cardosa. 3 yards on the first carry, 2 yards on the second carry. So we got 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line. Wildcats, same formation, I formation. Quarterback sneak, Ramsey Vasquez rolls to his right. We've got
Looks like he's
a
in
flag or a timeout maybe. We've got the referee waving his hands. Manor called the timeout before the snap. So they're going to give Manor a timeout here.
And that's tough because I do believe Ramsey was laying in the end zone. Golly. Great push up front.
Great push up front, but I'm looking at the scoreboard, and it's showing that Weslaco has no timeouts left, and Manor has 2 timeouts left.
That must be the other way around.
Yeah, I think that's what they have wrong on the scoreboard, because I wanted to take a peek over there because I couldn't remember if Maynard utilized all 3 timeouts.
We had 1 because of the substitution earlier, but I think that's it. And
so
they took 1 down here, I know, offensively.
Right. And that's why I took a peek over to the scoreboard to see where they were at. But nonetheless, Manor does take a timeout right before the ball is snapped. 3rd down and goal for your Weslaco East Wildcats from the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
9:24 to go here in the first half. This drive started at the 27-yard line after Gardner has recovered a fumble, and Weslaco East, we're still waiting for a signal.
No signal yet.
They're going to say no. They're going to say yes.
Yes. Yeah, here we go. I don't know if they ever signaled.
They never gave us a signal, but nonetheless,
6 points on the board.
It's on the board.
Yeah.
So East with a 2-yard touchdown run, and on to attempt the extra point is Osvaldo Lerma.
Yeah, that touchdown's all set up by great recovery by the defense, getting a
kick is up, it's high enough, and it is good. So Lerma with the point after gives East a 7-6 lead here with 9:20 to go in the first half.
Absolutely.
So from Alamo Stadium in San Antonio, it's your Weslaco East Wildcats 7, the Manor Mustangs 6. We'll be back with more action from Alamo Stadium.
Weslaco ISD is the right choice because we now offer open enrollment, free tuition, free transportation, access to award-winning UIL and extracurricular activities, admittance into summer enrichment programs, and schools recently awarded with numerous TEA distinction designations for their academic success. Live there, learn here. For families in Weslaco and now anywhere in the valley, WISD is the right choice.
To Alamo Stadium in San Antonio after the Wildcats quarterback sneaks in for a touchdown point after added by Lerma, gives the Wildcats the lead 7-6 here with 9:20 to go in the first half. Back deep for the Mustangs is going to be Muse. Because, go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, everything was set up by, the turnover, by the defense, getting the ball, short yardage field, boom. Wildcat football, just punch, touchdown.
So after a penalty kickoff from the 45, it's going to be a short squib kick and go out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. We'll see what the Manor Mustangs will elect to do. You mentioned earlier, Coach, that they may force them to kick the ball again, but that's pretty good field position.
Yeah, they may end up doing that. They just came off the foot wrong off the kicker. I don't know what they're trying to do right there, but I think that came off his foot a little bit wrong and went out of bounds. But they're probably going to take it. That's good field position for them. Here we go.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line for the Mustangs. We've got 9:20 to go here in the first half.
I'll tell you what, Wesco East defense are so disciplined. I mean, Manor's got great speed. They really do. There's no doubt they got a lot of speed on the edge and stuff like that. But our boys are doing a great job of pursuing, getting down the line. Again, they're in a trips formation out to the left.
Jackson with a quick
There's
pass.
that inside bubble screen. Better job right there. Good job from inside out.
Pass quick to Patridge Lee, but however, the defense of East not allowing him to get much, only about a 3-yard pickup. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, it's a good job by the outside linebacker. He saw it coming, came from inside out, did a tremendous job of stopping the inside bubble.
They're going to give him 5 yards on the play up to the 37-yard line. So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. This time they're going to have 2 running backs in the backfield with Jackson. The quarterback Jackson's going to keep the ball. He runs up the middle, has a little seam across to the 44-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Mustang 1st down.
Yeah, they ran a little zone option type or zone read play, inside zone play off the quarterback. Picked up enough yards for a 1st down.
Same formation for the Mustangs.
Yeah, they're in
this time
gun.
They're going to hand it off to Brooks. Brooks off the left side, going to pick up maybe 2 on that play. Tough defense there.
Good job by the right defensive tackle. Did a tremendous job holding his ground. They didn't get any movement, and linebackers came and wiped that up pretty good.
Yeah, Robert Torres strong on that side, along with Ordonez. 2 tough kids there for the Wildcats. Jackson quickly out. It is caught.
Little seam route to the inside receiver.
Caught at the 44-yard line, 46-yard line by Charles. We'll see what they're going to say, and they're going to say that's enough for a 1st down. They didn't bring the chains out. That was a very close to the 1st down marker, but the referee's going to say it was enough. So the handoff to Brooks. Brooks looking for some running room, waiting for something to develop, but that front line of the Wildcats not giving them anywhere to go.
Awesome job. It just did, 99. Wow. That was Jacob Bonda. Wow, what a play. He just stood them up. Stood that the right offensive tackle stood him straight up, and running back had no place to go.
Brooks, the only running back in the backfield with Jackson. They're going to send a receiver in motion. Bubble screen again. This time it is caught by Muse. Muse looking for some running room. Hit and stood up at the 40-yard line after about a 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, they kind of mix in an inside bubble and outside bubble, what they're doing right here. They like that. They've gone to it a lot, and they run the same pattern, obviously, but Westlaco East starting to adjust to it pretty well. Starting to stop it pretty good, too. There's a man down right now for Maynard. Looks like for the Mustangs, they got one of their offensive linemen is what it looks like.
So they're taking the timeout on the field. We'll take one with them. You're enjoying Wildcat football right here on KWES. Alamo Stadium in San Antonio. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by Coach Rock, bringing you the season opener between the Westlaco East Wildcats and the Manor Mustangs. We got 6:31 to go here in the 1st half, and the Wildcats lead this one 7-6. Want to send a big shout out to all of our Facebook Live viewers. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today from San Antonio. Manor with the football, 3rd down and 4 from the 40-yard line. They're going to send Brooks wide in motion. Empty backfield for the quarterback Jackson. Quick pass to Muse, and it is broken up. Incomplete pass. Great job there defensively by Dimas Alvarez.
Nice job. They motion over here to the trip side with the running back, thinking they're probably going to run a bubble over here, thinking they can get one-on-one coverage on the top side. Excellent job by the corner and the safety to that side.
So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 4 for the Mustangs. They are in 4-down territory for the most part. Trips down to the right, as you were talking about a little while ago, Coach, and looking at Brooks in the backfield with Jackson. Jackson looking for a receiver to the left, and it is caught at the 31-yard line. And a great play there by Ezekiel Charles to turn around and run upfield to about the 26. Finally brought down, but that's going to make a 1st down for the Mustangs.
Second time they've gone back to that inside curl route. The safeties just have to come over on that a little bit more. But, that's the second time they've been able to complete that inside curl.
So this time they'll line up 2 receivers to both sides. Brooks in the backfield with Jackson. Brooks will stay to block. Jackson looking to his right. He's got a receiver. It is caught. He breaks a tackle. That's Charles. He's staying on his feet. Is finally knocked out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Charles with 3 good catches here in the first half.
Yeah, he's a kid back from last year they had. Pretty good football player.
So 1st and goal for the Mustangs from the 8-yard line. We've got 5:42 to go here in the first half. Your Wildcats lead this one 7-6.
Here's where we got to get really stingy right now, defense. We got to really buckle down and stop them and look like some motion there on offense.
The guy that we were just talking about, Charles, moved as he was flinching inward. So that'll move the ball back 5 yards to about the 13-yard line, where it'll be 1st and goal for the Mustangs. Mustangs trail 7-6 after picking up a touchdown on a broken play for the most part. The Wildcats jumped off sides, and the play continues, of course. Free play for the Mustangs, and they were able to score on that play. Jackson looking to his left.
Yeah,
looks like they're trying to set up a screen.
Nice job.
But nothing doing as the Wildcats did last time. They sniffed out that screen. Jackson, knowing very well there was nowhere to go, so smartly gets rid of the ball, throws it out of bounds.
Great call by the coordinator, man. Bringing a as you see, number 21, the outside linebacker blitz, put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. It was a big hit. That ball, he didn't have a chance. Awesome job, awesome call.
2nd down and goal from the 13-yard line. Jackson looking to his right. Inside to Jaden Moore. And that's going to be a 13-yard touchdown pass from Jackson to Moore. That's going to give the Mustangs a 12-7 lead here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, they ran an inside slant, and quarterback put it on the money. Did a good job there.
Great pass. They're going to go for 2 here, lining up with 2 receivers on both sides of the ball. One in motion. Jackson rolls to his right, looking for a receiver. Now he's going to tuck and run. Wildcats in pursuit. Just not enough Wildcats out there. And someone of the defense stepped up, leaving Muse wide open in the end zone for a 2-point conversion. So the 2-point conversion is good. So with 5:30 to go here in the first half, it is now the Manor Mustangs 14, your Wildcats 7.
Yeah, they just quarterback scrambled around, that kind of stuff. Defensive guy came off the receiver, thought the kid was going to try to run the ball, and he stopped and took it over the top of him.
So 5:30 to go here in the first half. Manor regaining the lead 14-7. Sending out their kicking unit. Wildcats looking good on their last possession. Able to move the ball down the field into the end zone for a touchdown. Now the way they did that, of course, is what we like to call just smash mouth Wildcat football.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's what they did, and you can see they're very capable of doing this. It's going to be a heck of a football game before this is all over with. You didn't come down to San Antonio, Texas, or come up to San Antonio, Texas from Rio Grande Valley. You're missing a really good football game. But great season opener for the Wildcats. They just need to keep playing
Short
doing what
kick.
they're doing.
Ramsey's going to pick it up at about the 17-yard line. He's got a little bit of running room. He's going to bring it out to about the 34, where the Wildcats will take over. 1st and 10.
Yeah, good field position to start off. Got 5:24 left on the clock. It's 14-7 favor of the Manor Mustangs right now, but Wildcats are getting the football. Time for one of them long 5-minute drives and touchdown right now.
So the Wildcats will begin this next offensive series at their own 33-yard line. Ramsey Vasquez has been the quarterback so far today, and he will continue to be in at quarterback. They're going to have Josh Gonzalez and Randy Cardoza in the I formation. Vasquez under center. Hard count. Now looks to the sideline. Quarterback sneak off to the right.
Look at the push. Just look. I mean, that's 6 yards. I mean, straight ahead. All right.
Great job there by Vasquez, just following his blocker. A lot of beef there on the front line for the Wildcats.
You notice when it's a great football play when you got red shirts on the ground and they're having to come up, and you got white shirts on top of them. That's just great football.
So they're going to say that's good for 7 yards, bringing up a 2nd down and 3 from the 40-yard line. Same formation. Handoff is to
First down.
Cardoza. And Cardoza is going to get to about the 44-yard line, and that's going to be good for a Wildcat 1st down.
There we go. Already one more minute, a minute off the clock. Just keep going.
Cardoza has been the workhorse so far here in the 1st half. As we know earlier today, that touchdown drive, they used him on 3 straight plays just to run right off the left side, and he continues to do that here. This time the handoff is to the deep back, Gonzalez. Gonzalez breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, gets out to the 48-yard line. Good running there, good tough running also from the tailback.
One of the bread and butter plays of the Wildcats is straight ahead. ISO play, straight ahead. Good job.
2nd down and 6. We're going to send in another running back, Giovanni Guerra, now in at tailback. Same I formation for the Wildcats. Cardoza with the quick handoff inside Mustang territory to the 47-yard line. And that's going to be very close for a Wildcat 1st down.
Absolutely. Well, they're doing a great job up front offensive line-wise. They're coming off the football and hitting these guys.
They're going to say he's a little bit short. Quick count. Come Ramsey Vasquez still on his feet. Quarterback sneak inside the 45 to the 42-yard line, and that's going to be good for another Wildcat 1st down.
I told you earlier about what you do to defenses, how you wear them down, and you just get after them, you keep wearing them down, because they weren't even ready. They weren't set. Defense wasn't even set and ready to play, and got them on a quick count and got after it. Here we go. Now we got
the
toss.
Toss is to Giovanni. Giovanni breaking a tackle to the 40-yard line. Good tough running there by Guerra. So he's going to pick up 2 yards.
Again,
2nd down and 8.
Again, they're in their hurry up offense. Got about 2:57 left at half. Left before the halftime.
So once again, they do line up again in the I formation. Vasquez under center. Cardoza, quick handoff. This time he's not going to have anywhere to run as they come up big on the defense there for the Mustangs.
Yeah, number 33 slanted that way and made a play.
Princely. That guy, big time player for the Mustangs. Last year, 41 solo tackles. 17 of those for losses.
Yeah, that's their inside defensive tackle to our left side. That's their right defensive tackle. He did a good job there sliding off the block and making a play.
Josh Gonzalez back in at running back. And now we're going to have a timeout called by the Wildcats.
Got Maynard on the timeout.
Oh, they're going to charge that one to Maynard.
Yeah,
so that's going to be their last timeout of the half. So Manor calls a timeout with 2:04 to go here in the first half. They lead 14-7. We'll take a quick timeout as well. You're enjoying Wildcat football right here on K-West.
Before Harlan Block raised the flag over Iwo Jima, he was a student at Weslaco ISD. There he played for the Panthers, won a championship, and learned some of the leadership skills he and 7 other students used while serving in the Marines. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prominent graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For war hero Harlan Block, Weslaco ISD was the right choice.
Welcome back to Alamo Stadium here in San Antonio. Season opener for your Weslaco East Wildcats. 2:04 to go here in the first half. They've got the ball at the 40-yard line of the Mustangs. 3rd down and 8. They trail the Mustangs 14-7. Want to send a big shout out to all of our Facebook Live viewers. Thank you for tuning in today. Ramsey Vasquez, the quarterback, in the shotgun, is going to hand the ball off.
Another inside run, did a good job, got a good push. Bringing up a 4th down now, right? So
yeah, Josh Gonzalez with the carry there inside the 40-yard line to about the 37, pickup of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 5. You would have to think that Weslaco is going to go for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's 4th and 5. They need to, they need to keep the ball away from them. Try to obviously get a 1st down and keep moving the chains and get down and score before half.
A minute and a half to go here in the first half. Vasquez, the quarterback, he's going to take it. Wildcat, he's going to run with the ball. Looking for some room, can't find any, and he's going to be stopped for a loss of about 4 yards, and that's going to give the ball to the Mustangs with 1:18 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, they came off the block of the receiver up top and turned it back, and defense made a good play.
So the ball will be spotted at the 38-yard line with 1:18 to go here in the first half. We'll see what Maynard wants to do. They're going to send 2 receivers right to the left. Taj Brooks, the junior running back, in the backfield with Nate Jackson.
Yeah, they're back in their doubles formation.
Play action. Jackson will stay to block. Pass out here to the right. The ball is caught. And we'll say if he's brought down in field or was he knocked out of bounds.
Yeah.
Pass is caught by Jaden Moore inside Wildcat territory at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, the clock stops. So.
Yeah, to move the chains, it will stop.
Right. But here it goes.
They're going to say he was brought down in
Inside.
the field of play, so the clock is moving. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Play action. Quarterback draw. Big time tackle there.
Job by 48. Tremendous job coming off the block, falling back inside and making the play.
That is Robert Vera with the big tackle there, bringing Jackson down at the 42-yard line. However, we do have an injury on the field, but it doesn't look like they're going to...
Injury timeout. But
they are going to call a timeout because the young man looked like he was running off the field, but the coaching staff went onto the field, so they did give them an injury timeout. So they're going to stop the clock with 51 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd down from the 42-yard line.
Maynard's got to be out of timeouts, right?
Yeah, Manor is out of timeouts. So it's going to be an official's timeout there for the injury. Because like I said, I didn't think they were going to call a timeout because he jumped up and started running off the field. But the coaching staff ran onto the field, so they did grant them that injury timeout, which is always good. You want to take care of the kids.
Certainly, you always do.
So 2nd down and 6 from the 42-yard line. 51 seconds to go here in the first half.
We need to stop here. Let's go now.
Wildcats need a big-time stop here. Snap to Jackson. I'm sorry, it's a different quarterback this time. They're going to bring in at quarterback James McDonald.
Yeah, number 10.
Incomplete pass, bringing up a 3rd down, but the incomplete pass will stop the clock with 46 seconds to go here in the first half. 3rd down and 6. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left.
Was it the quarterback that got dinged up?
McDonald in at quarterback. He's going to hand the ball off in a jet sweep to Sherrell.
Yeah.
Sherrell looking for some running room, and he is knocked out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. That's going to be well short of the 1st down.
Yeah, Tremendous job by the defense. Good job of pursuing down the line, stopping the jet sweep. Tremendous job. Good job, defense.
So stop of the clock with 39 seconds to go here in the second quarter. However, it is 4th down and 3 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, they got their backup quarterback in right now.
Yeah, it was a quarterback that limped off the field. McDonald in at quarterback. One-on-one coverage to the top of your screen. Ball is incomplete. We do have a flag on the play.
Looks like we might have an offsides by the
line
defense.
judge is pointing towards the Wildcats.
Yeah, looks like we were in the neutral zone over down here at the bottom.
So the penalty is going to bring up an automatic 1st down for the Mustangs inside the 35-yard line to the 33. So 34 seconds to go here in the first half. McDonald, the quarterback. Brooks in the backfield with them. 3 receivers down to your right, 1 to the top of the screen. Brooks.
Yeah, this time they're going
to throw the ball the bubble screen
to
Brooks. And Brooks is going to be brought down inside the 25-yard line to the 24.
Yeah.
That's going to be very close to a 1st down. They're going to say it is a 1st down, but the clock continues to tick. Inside 20 seconds is going to be a spikeage of the football to stop the clock.
Yep, absolutely. They stopped the clock. Last time they ran that motion over there, they tried to get single receiver coverage at the top. And they threw at the top, but this time they ran the middle screen to the motion man,
which is their running back. Taj Brooks, that young man, again, he is a junior. Last year rushed for 1,100 yards and 14 touchdowns. 3rd down and 10 from the 24-yard line. McDonald, quick pass, incomplete. The intended receiver was Julius Ochoa. However, I think there was some kind of mix-up on that play because I don't think he was looking for that ball.
No, it wasn't. Plus, it was a little bit high, so our secondary did a good job. They saw the ball and stuff, so they knew it was off the hands. And with 13 seconds left before halftime, just need to get a stop here.
4th down. This time they're going to flip the formation with 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Brooks in the backfield. He's going to stay.
Still going to try to throw the football.
And again, this one's a little high as well, as you mentioned just a little while, Coach. This is the backup quarterback.
Yep.
So a very difficult situation that he's thrown into with less than a minute to go in the first half, and of course having to run that hurry-up offense.
Exactly. He probably doesn't get as many reps as the first guy does during the week, so you know how that goes. So timing gets a little bit off and that kind of stuff, especially with this spread offense and stuff, because timing's big in this offense. So advantage Wildcats.
Yeah, and then you talk about throwing them into the 2-minute offense. A lot of schools will have a 2-minute offense portion of your practice, but how many times does the actual backup quarterback get to run any of that?
Not much.
Not much. So the Wildcats take over on downs at their own 24-yard line, and they're going to go ahead and kneel the ball. They're going to let the clock expire, and so the clock has expired, and we have played 2 quarters of football here from Alamo Stadium in San Antonio. And at halftime, it is the Manor Mustangs 14, your Westlaco East Wildcats 7. We'll be back with second half action right here from Alamo Stadium, right here on K-West.
Come right back, because this is a slugfest.
Weslaco ISD is the right choice because we now offer open enrollment, free tuition, free transportation, access to award-winning UIL and extracurricular programs, and more for families in Weslaco and now anywhere in the Valley. WISD is the right choice. At Weslaco ISD, our elementary schools are diving into new and inventive methods of learning that are transforming lives one mind at a time. Our innovative learning practices have earned our elementary schools numerous TEA distinction designations for their academic programs. Now with open enrollment, WISD, academics, arts, and athletics. For families everywhere, Weslaco ISD elementary schools are the right choice.
Welcome back to Alamo Stadium here in San Antonio, Texas. We're just about set to get second half action underway. It is the Manor Mustangs leading the East Wildcats by a score of 14-7. I'm Joe Aguilar, joined by the coach, Coach Rock. Coach, what a first half we've seen so far.
It was hard hitting. I guarantee you. I started seeing some things up front, offensive line wise for Westlaco East, starting to push them a little bit. That kind of started to get some movement, that kind of thing. Obviously, Maynard, got the ball in the air. That last drive that they scored on, was able to complete some passes and went up on the Wildcats. But defense came up with a big turnover early in the game too that led to points for the Wildcats. Obviously, the offense moved it to 35, 40 yards it needed to do and punched it in. And just like I said earlier, little by little, you just keep with your game plan. You just keep playing hard, and great things will happen. So I'm really excited about this second half, getting ready here and get some Wildcat football going on here.
Well, we want to thank some people that allow us to put K-West Productions together and, of course, come up to San Antonio and let you guys enjoy high school football. Of course, we want to start off with the superintendent of schools, Dr. Priscilla Canales, of course, the high school principal at Westlaco East, Dr. David Gamboa, athletic director Oscar Riojas, and, of course, the athletic coordinator and head coach of your East Wildcats, Michael Burgett. We are underway here in the second half. Ramsey Vaz is going to pick up a short squib kick at about the 17-yard line, breaking it to the outside to about the 34, where it's finally pushed out of bounds. And that's where the Wildcats will begin the first series here in the second half. And, of course, K-West making everything look good and sound good. Director here today, Mike Palacios. Our field cameramen are Don Ramirez and Val Zamora. Vinny Berry is on the top camera, and Joe Leal is our audio director here today. Thank you guys for making us look and sound so very good. They're going to spot the ball officially at the 33-yard line, so Westlaco East will begin second half action at their own 33-yard line.
Direct snap to the quarterback. Picks up about a yard. Does a good job and that kind of stuff, but let's get back here and keep getting after it. Let's go, Wildcats.
They're going to give them a yard on that play, bringing up a second down and 9. Ramsey Vasquez in at quarterback for the Westlaco East Wildcats. That front line doing a great job of protection and moving the chains for the Wildcats in the first half.
Here we go, back to the I formation now.
Cardosa is the fullback. He's going to take the handoff, get across the 35-yard line to the 36. Pickup of 2 on that play. It'll bring up a third down and about 7.
Yeah, one of the patent plays that the Wildcats love to run. They like that fullback dive, that fullback G play. Do a tremendous job with it. Kids do a good job moving off the football.
Well, they're going to bring in Russell Garza as well. So they're going to line up with that I just behind what would be the tight end on the right side with Guerra, Garza, and Josh Gonzalez. I'm sorry, Garza, Cardosa, and Gonzalez. So Ramsey Vasquez in the shotgun. We do have a flag on the play. That's going to be a false start up against the Westlaco East Wildcats. That'll move them back 5 yards. Something you don't like to see when you've already got third and long.
Exactly not. That just puts you in a bad spot. Now you're already third and about 7 or 8. Now you're back third and 12. So, yeah, that's not what you want. You want to go forward.
Same formation. Fakes the handoff to Garza. Ramsey's going to keep it. We do have a flag on that play. Ramsey with not much running room gets it to about the line of scrimmage and not much more, and it looks like it's going to be holding against the Wildcats.
See what they do here, see if they're going to take this or not. Probably not.
Looks like they will decline the penalty, and so the Wildcats will send out their punt team.
Yeah, that's not how we wanted to start the second half, but that's all right. Now we're going to punt it back to them, get a good stop here on defense, maybe get a good turnover. It'd be nice.
Muse and Langston back deep. Short kick from Ramsey is going to be fielded by Muse at about the 42-yard line. Looking for some running room. Has a little bit, brings it across midfield to about the 47-yard line. Excellent field position for Manor to start this second half.
Good punt coverage, though. Kids went down their lanes real well, converged on the ball real well. Like I said, Langston had to get them back inside and closed in on them well, made a great tackle.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs. First time they're going to have the ball here in the second half. Looks like we are going to have Patridge Lee in at quarterback. He's going to be the third quarterback we see of the evening. Of course, Patridge Lee was their quarterback last year. Little zone read play, and he's going to keep the ball, bring it across the 35-yard line to the 34-yard line. Courtney Patridge Lee was the quarterback last year. He passed for 1,500 yards, rushed for 578 yards, and 14 TDs.
Yeah, it didn't take them long to go to an athlete at that position after losing their starting quarterback. So
he'll stay in at quarterback. Brooks in the backfield with him. They're going to hand the ball off to Brooks. Brooks looking in the running room, and there is none. He's hit and brought down immediately by Robert Torres.
Yeah, number 87 did a tremendous job on that too. Osvaldo Lerma, big hit by both those kids.
So no gain on that play, brings up a 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs. Ochoa and Brooks in the backfield with Patridge Lee. Snap. Patridge Lee keeps it, looking for some running room, and of course, again, there is nowhere to go. He falls forward for 1 yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 with 8:47 to go here in the third quarter. Manor continues to lead this game 14-7.
Yeah, defensive line is doing a tremendous job keeping people off the linebackers. Freddie is running free and just making great tackles.
So here we go, 3rd down and 9. Wildcats showing blitz. We got flags and a free play again, but this time a lot better job done by Wildcats defensively. And out there defensively was Jose Serna. We'll see what the flag is.
Defense has the right to get back on side as long as they don't touch an offensive player. So I don't know, it's pretty close. I thought our end here may have went off, but it looked like he came back. And
they are going to charge the Wildcats with an offsides. So they're going to march off those yardage, or that yardage, 5 yards. And so that will repeat 3rd down.
That's what Coach Berg is trying to tell them up at the top. He said, hey, listen, you didn't see the motion in the backfield. You didn't see the guy move.
So 3rd down and 5, 8:27 to go here in the third. Once again, Wildcats showing blitz. They do not send everyone. Ball is in the air, and it is incomplete. Intended receiver was Matthew Hill. Great job there defensively by Andy Delgado.
Absolutely. Good job by the secondary. Good job up front, getting a good push up front.
So 4th down and 5 from the 29-yard line.
Looks like Manor's going to go for it here, obviously, and, we need a big stop. It's good field, get here and get it back to the offense.
So here we go. 2 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. Lee, the quarterback. He's going to keep it, looking for some running room. He's got some. He's inside the 20-yard line, inside the 15, the 10. One guy to beat, and he spins into the end zone.
Quarterback did a good job, cut it back, had a big seam, took it to the end zone.
So Lee, a very athletic quarterback, as you were alluding to just a little while, Coach. Quarterbacked this squad last year. Very impressive quarterback. Stats from last year, as we mentioned earlier, 1,500 yards through the air and 570 on the ground.
He's obviously he's a pretty good athlete, that type of stuff. He was just we didn't stay him home on the backside, and they caught us. So
that touchdown gives the Mustangs a 20-7 lead here with 8:12 to go in the third quarter. They're going to go ahead and go for two.
Yeah, they're going for two.
Lee, the quarterback, Brooks alone, set back in the backfield with him. 3 receivers to the top of your screen, left side of the field. He's going to take the snap and run up the field, and he's hit hard, and he is denied the end zone.
Yes, he is. Good job defensively, stopping the 2-point conversion. Now we need a patent long drive, Wildcat football drive right now. We need them right now to come through.
So Manor takes this first possession of the second half down the field, a drive that began at the 47-yard line and ended up with a 29-yard touchdown run from Patridge Lee. 2-point conversion is no good, so with 8-12, the score is now the Manor Mustangs 20, the Westlaco Wildcats 7.
You know, that defensive, I was at penalty that we got on defense for encroachment. You know, it hurts. You know, that was third down right there, about to be fourth down, about to stop them. You know, they get a free 5 yards, and there they go. You know, next play and cut back. There's the quarterback. He's gone.
So the Mustangs already on to kick the ball away to the Wildcats. Wildcats still having a little chat over there with the coaching staff. So now they are running onto the field. Again, Ramsey Vasquez back deep to return this one along with Josh Gonzalez.
Number 23, Adrian Moreno.
On to kick for the Mustangs is Adrian Moreno.
Let's get a big return
Dimas
here.
Alvarez is back there at the 15-yard line, and he's going to take it at about the 17. Turning around, looking for some running room, and he's going to be hit at the 26 and brought down.
Yeah, we didn't get a field. We didn't cleanly field the ball there. So obviously, when he picks up the ball, he didn't get a clean fill on it, so he didn't get to see what's going on. So he takes it back up the middle, and you know they get us on about the 26-yard line here.
So they're going to officially spot it at the 26-yard line. That's where East is going to begin this second drive of the second half.
All right, come on, Wildcats. Here we go. Let's move the football now.
Ramsey Vasquez coming in at quarterback. They're going to send Josh Gonzalez, and they're going to bring in Felix Vargas to be the other running back in the backfield who line up at the fullback position. I formation for the Wildcats. They're going to send Cardosa in motion. Toss is to Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking for the running room on the right, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage. But they're going to say that he did not get to the line of scrimmage. He did get stopped behind the line of scrimmage at the 25, so that's going to be a loss of 1 yard on that play, bringing up a second down and 11.
Yeah, they're forcing unit. They forced that back pretty quick. They came up pretty fast. Their safety came up pretty fast, made a big play on that.
So second down and 11 for the Wildcats. Empty backfield for the quarterback, Ramsey Vasquez. He's going to look to the right, and he's going to take the ball and run. He's still on his feet, breaking tackles to about the 28-yard line. Going to be a good run there by the quarterback for 3 yards.
He ran hard.
Bring up a third down play for the Wildcats. That's the second time we've seen Vasquez run really tough through some arm tackles.
He sure did. He ran extremely hard, came downhill, kept fighting for yardage, kept fighting. So, you know, that's great effort by the young man.
So third down and 8 for the Wildcats. 11 seconds on the play clock. Same formation for the Wildcats. Vasquez this time is going to run to his left, and he's going to be hit in the backfield, and he's going to spin to maybe the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard. But that's not going to be enough for a first down, so that'll bring up a fourth down situation for the Wildcats, and they're going to send out their punt team.
Yeah, they're going to have to punt the ball away this time and, you know, get a good stop. And defense is going to come up big this next series, so maybe we'll get one of those nice turnovers that we're looking for. So hopefully we'll just get after it. Let's go. We're all right.
Muse and Langston back deep to return the punt from Vasquez. Another rugby-style punt from Vasquez. Going to be taken by Muse at about the 36-yard line. Runs across the field looking to get behind the wall. But the Wildcats doing a great job of pursuit Freddy Cardenas is one of those guys that was in hot pursuit, along with Dimas Alvarez, not allowing a return from the Mustangs. So the Mustangs will begin this next offensive series at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, the Wildcats are doing a great job on their special teams tonight. Right there, on their punt coverage, I mean, everybody went down their lanes perfectly, and, they did a great job. And because of that, obviously, they made a great stop.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs from their own 35-yard line. Patridge Lee still in at quarterback. He's got Brooks in the backfield. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Ball's going to be handed off.
Right there, nice.
To the first guy through, Dontavir Cray.
Great job of number 21, Joel Longoria, the outside linebacker here. Came up, made a big stop behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous football play.
Loss of about 3 on that play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 13 for the Mustangs.
That kid's had a great game already, a really good game.
Same formation for the Mustangs. Lee has the football, looking for some running room. He's got some. Same play that he scored on. He's across midfield and is brought down at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, that's the same thing. We're on the backside and stuff. We need to, work down the line a little bit better, but he's finding that crease. That's why we call timeout right now, and I'm sure the coaches are making adjustments right now to solve that upstairs, and they'll make the change here, make an adjustment, and get that stop, because that's really about the only thing they're doing right now as far as any success. Running the ball is obviously that zone read cutback by the quarterback.
Yeah, the quarterback, well, what he's doing there is he's reading the defense, and he notices that everyone's taking Brooks, and they're keying on him, and as soon as he sees everybody converge on Brooks, he just pulls that ball and runs the opposite direction, and he's got the athleticism and the speed to make something happen out of that play.
He does, but that's where you just got to be patient on the backside and stuff. Kids, they got responsibilities on the backside and stuff like that, so they'll just be a little bit more patient, slow down a little bit on the backside and read it. They'll stop that, and they'll get that stop. They'll get that adjustment. That's what they're working on right now.
And Coach Guzman knows that already.
Oh, yeah.
He's making sure that's not going to happen again, because Coach Guzman and his defensive crew does a really good job here with these Wildcat defense groups. So here we go, 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball is spotted at the Wildcat 46-yard line. 5:13 to go here in the 3rd. The Manor Mustangs up by a score of 20-7. Want to welcome in all of our viewers on Facebook enjoying Wildcat football on this Saturday afternoon. Ball's handed off to Brooks. Brooks looking for some running room, and he's brought down after picking up only 2 yards.
Good job up front. Defensive, staying low, getting underneath the blockers, and stopping and making a big stop there. Yeah,
linebacker Robert Vetta coming up quickly and just corralling his legs, making sure he doesn't run anymore. So 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 44-yard line. Patridge Lee, the quarterback. This time he's going to hand the ball off. He's got some running room here on the right side of the field, and that's going to be Levante Benford with the carry.
Yeah, they ran a little stretch play to the outside and bounced it and got caught inside, so they were able to get some big yardage there.
So the chains will move again for the Mustangs. 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 25-yard line.
Need a big stop here. Need a turnover.
Lee looking to the sideline. Snap is away. Hands the ball off to Brooks. Brooks behind the line, has an opening, and he's in for the touchdown. 25-yard touchdown run from Taj Brooks.
Yeah, they ran the inside zone there, got a big seam, and boom, they're going in. There's a flag on the field.
We'll see who that's against.
It's probably Celebration. I don't know.
Well, we've got an injury on the field, so we're going to take a timeout as well. 3:59 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Manor up 26-7 from Alamo Stadium.
touchdown. Number 24, Thomas Brooks.
.359 to go here in the third quarter. Brooks with a 25-yard touchdown run to give or to extend the Manor lead, 26-7. Manor lines up for a 2-point conversion as they have all night long. Lee looking for some running room, but he loses his footing, and that's going to be no good. So the score remains 26-7 in favor of the Manor Mustangs. We got .359 to go here in the third quarter.
Well, this is where we just got to buckle down right now. Hey, and continue to play hard-nosed football. Our kids just get to come out and play, and get the ball moving, get some offense going, and, keep on going because, obviously, when you have non-district games, you have your preseason games, this type of stuff, you learn a lot during this time, and it just helps you become a better football team and stuff. So, every snap right now is valuable for our kids, obviously, and obviously for the kids for Maynard also. But it's just very valuable for our kids and stuff because each snap we're getting better and better and better and better because obviously 4 weeks from now you start your district play coming up 4 to 5 weeks. So that's what you're hunting for right now. Obviously you want to come out, you want to win every game you can play. But you got to keep on playing. But remember the big picture every year because it's, what counts is where are you in late November.
Yep. Adrian Moreno on to kick for the Mustangs. Back deep is Giovanni Guerra along with Ramsey Vasquez. It's going to be a short kick to Guerra. He's going to pick it up at about the 19-yard line, but it looks like his knee was down. So, in high school football, your knee can't touch the ground because that kills the play.
That's right. Knee hit the ground. Right knee hit the ground, so that was it.
So the Wildcats will begin this next offensive series at their own 19-yard line with 3:58 to go here in the third quarter. They trail the Manor Mustangs by a score of 26-7. Coach, 20 unanswered points from the Mustangs here in the last two quarters.
It's tough that, a lot of people say it's hard to overcome that, but it's not. You just got to keep playing. You just got to keep plugging along and get after it because in football, anything can happen. I mean, a turnover here, that kind of stuff, a lot of things can happen.
Still a lot of football to play here. Handoff is to Cardenas, the D-back, and he too loses his footing. Going to pick up only 1 yard on that play.
Yeah, exactly. It looked like, when he got the handoff, it kind of stuttered a little bit, so he did lose his footing on that play. And I think there was a nice little size hole there to the right side. It was going to be a pretty good sized football play, I thought, but didn't get started.
Second down and 9 from the 20-yard line for the Wildcats. Cardosa, the fullback. Giovanni Guerra, the tailback. The toss is to Guerra, looking for some running room on the right side of the field, and he's only going to be able to get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I tell you what, they come up really fast from their secondary. I've been watching them obviously this whole game and stuff. When we're running outside with our toss play, they just do they read it well. Obviously, they've been well coached on that this week because they come up really fast when they see the toss.
So that's going to bring up a third down and 9 for the Wildcats. 2:53 to go here in the third. Ramsey Vasquez, the quarterback, under center I formation. Cardosa, the fullback. Giovanni Guerra, the tailback. Vasquez with a quarterback keeper to the 25-yard line. However, there are some flags on the field.
Yeah, it was a free play. Looked like we froze them there, so they did a good job of guy came off sides. It should be against the defense.
And you're absolutely right, Coach. They're going to mark that off. So we're going to repeat third down here, but only 4 yards to gain instead of 9.
Exactly, And defense start, especially, when defense start teeing off, they start coming at you real fast and stuff like that. You can negate them pretty easy,
Okay, so we've got 16 seconds on the play clock. Vasquez calling the play, lines up under center. Same formation, the I. He's going to run behind the fullback. and going to look for some running room, but there is none to be found.
Yeah, got a flag here.
And I think there's going to be a face mask because it looked like they grabbed him from the helmet.
Right. Little extra activity going on down there right now. Let's see who this is on. You're right here. It'll be a face mask against Maynard and be a first down for the Wildcats.
As Ramsey made that little counter turn to follow Cardosa and cut behind Cardosa, I saw his head turn and I saw a red arm kind of cross the helmet.
Yeah, there you go. Good call, good see.
So here we go. The chains will move because of the penalty. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 43-yard line. 2:05 to go here in the third quarter. The Manor Mustangs lead the Wildcats by a score of 26-7. I formation for the Wildcats. Cardosa, quick handoff to the 45. 2-yard gain. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, that was a defensive end on this side that came in there and penetrated, made the play.
They're going to give him 1 yard, so 2nd down and 9. Same formation. This time the handoff is to Guerra. And Guerra, with nowhere to go, tries to cut back and just no room there. So no gain on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 9.
Exactly. He tried to, cut it back, and he must have saw it pretty clogged over to the right, so he tried to cut it back and lost his footing again, really. I mean, what's going on out there right now, but starting to slip a little bit.
1:04 to go here in the third. 3rd down and 9 from their own 44-yard line. Kind of a wishbone formation. They're going to hand the ball off to Guerra. No, I'm sorry. Ramsey's going to keep it. Right. And he is trying to make something happen, but a big play there from the defensive side of the ball for the Maynard Mustangs.
Yeah, they were in a little invert gun type formation, and Ramsey kept the ball. A little bit different than what they've been showing tonight, but that's one thing about, Coach Burdett and offense and stuff. Like they do a good job, getting the kids prepared, getting prepared to play and stuff. They play, pretty much smash mouth football all the time, but I guarantee you they do little wrinkles here and there.
Yeah, good punt there by Ramsey. He's going to be fielded by the Mustangs at about the 16-yard line.
Nice.
And they're going to bring them down at about the 32, and the buzzer's going to sound to end the third.
Good job by Freddie.
We've played 3 quarters of play here from Alamo Stadium in San Antonio. It is the Manor Mustangs 26, your Westlaco East Wildcats 7. We'll be back with 4th quarter action right here on your home for high school sports, K-West.
Before David Lozano started practicing law, he was a student at Weslaco ISD. He participated in UIL athletics. He was a regional qualifier. He earned college credits through the dual enrollment program. After high school, he attended the University of Texas before graduating from St. Mary's School of Law. Now he helps people in need as an attorney. WISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For David Lozano, Weslaco ISD was the right choice.
Welcome back to Alamo Stadium here in San Antonio for the season opener of high school football for your Weslaco East Wildcats. Wildcats just stopped, had to punt the ball away to the Maynard Mustangs, a good punt. And after the assessment of the penalty, looks like the Maynard Mustangs will begin this offensive series to begin 4th quarter action at their own 23-yard line. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by the coach, Coach Rock, bringing you all the action here from San Antonio.
Here's where we need a big stop and maybe get a turnover.
Little counter action. Handoff to Brooks. Brooks finding some running room, and the ball is loose.
There it is.
And it's going to be recovered by the Wildcats. Brooks doing a real good job of running, then trying to fight his way for some extra yardage, and then loses the ball, and Carlos Espinosa recovers the fumble for the Wildcats.
Carlos did a great job. They stripped the ball right there. I saw it coming. That's awesome. All right, defense swarmed it, strip the ball out, ball's on the ground, Wildcat football. Now the offense, here's where we got to come in, just like we did last time. Punch, 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 and score. Get right back in the game. All right, we have a whole quarter here.
Yes, just 2-possession game here. And this is what we saw last time when the Wildcats scored. They scored because Freddy Cardenas recovered a fumble. This time it was Carlos Espinosa. So Wildcats with excellent field position at the Manor 39-yard line. So here we go, Wildcats with the football. Handoff to Giovanni. No, Ramsey's going to keep it. And he's hit hard after crossing the line of scrimmage. And it looks like the ball is loose, but they're going to say that forward progress was already stopped.
Yeah, he was stopped already. He picked up about 2 yards. So on that play.
So after a 2-yard pickup, it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 from the 37-yard line.
Ramsey's a tough kid, man. He's taking some hits.
This time he's going to hand the ball off to Guerra. Guerra twisting his way across the 35 to the 33-yard line. Good, tough running there from Giovanni Guerra.
Absolutely. Picked up about 4 yards, or 3 to 4 yards, so brings up a 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4 from the 33-yard line. Same formation for the Wildcats. Maynard heavy to the left. Looked like that was a broken play because Ramsey looked like he was trying to do some kind of read play, but there was no one that he was going to utilize to do the reading from.
Exactly. They just, 10 came in and made a big play.
So that's going to bring up a 4th down after Ramsey is brought down for a loss of 2. 4th down and 8. Loss of 4 to be exact. It'll bring a 4th down and 8 for the Wildcats. So after the recovery of the fumble, they were not able to take advantage of that. So here's the punt. Takes a Wildcat bounce inside the 10-yard line. We'll see where it's officially marked.
And mark it right at the 10.
Right at the 10. So the Mustangs able to keep the Wildcats from taking any kind of advantage from that fumble. 3 and out. Force them to punt the ball, and they'll take over at their own 10-yard line.
Let's see if we do what we did this last series and stuff with our defense. They did a good job of gang tackling and then stripping the ball. It's something defensive coaches work on every day. I mean, that's, they obviously want to make tackles and that kind of stuff and stop offenses and stuff. But man, if you can get turnovers, that just helps you. It helps your offense. It, as it helps your team, obviously.
So the Mustangs on offense, 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line. 9:56 to go here in the ball game. Manor leads 26-7. Ochoa and Brooks in the backfield with the quarterback, Lee. Handoff is to Benford. Flag on the play. Benford spinning and getting his away from the East defenders, picking up about 10 yards on that play, but we'll wait and see what that flag is all about.
Yeah, they ran the jet sweep right there, and our kids came up pretty well and did a good job trying to stop it and stuff, but they got it around the edge on us, but there is a flag. Yep, we have holding. There's a reason why. It looks like one of them receivers out there must have held. So obviously it's easy to get the edge when you're holding somebody. So that's marked off against the Manor Mustangs, and that puts them in a little bit of a bind right here. So now, big here. It'd be nice to get a big turnover right here at this area. Guarantee you, because you can get the ball inside the 5. That'd be big for us.
So they'll mark off 5 yards on that play, we'll repeat 1st down, and they'll bring up a 1st and a 15 from their own 5-yard line. Benford and Brooks in the backfield with Lee, the quarterback. We're going to hand it off to Benford. The same play they just ran. Benford doing some really tough running off the right side, getting across the 10 to about the 13-yard line. Good for 8 yards, so he's going to cut that yardage that they needed in half, bringing up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I was looking at the quarterback's eyes there to see if he's going to, pull it and come backside. But our right defensive end and our linebacker stayed home. They were eyeing it pretty close.
2nd and 7 for the Mustangs. This time the handoff is to Brooks. Brooks hit behind the line of scrimmage and is brought down for a loss behind the 10-yard line at the 9. Good job there by the defense.
Good job by Joel Longoria. He's had a big game. He's, he looks like he's playing defensive end here, but in this defensive scheme, he's an outside linebacker. But he has had a big game. He has had some big stops behind the line. Joel Longoria has done a tremendous job.
Well, that tremendous job leads to a 3rd down and 11 for the Mustangs. Mustangs really slow in getting the play going. We got 6 seconds on the play clock, and they're lining up. Snap is away. Benford with the handoff. Breaks a few tackles, but can't keep his footing, and is going to be brought down after a gain of about 3 or 4, but that's going to be well shy of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a 4th down situation for the Mustangs. It looks like they're going to send out their kicking unit.
Should lead us to really good field position here. So, good stop by the defense. Now offense needs to get the ball, move it down, and score.
Want to send a big shout out to Alejandro Jennings watching on Facebook Live at work. Punt is away. Vasquez is lined up at midfield. And he's going to pick it up at the 48 and be dropped immediately.
Wow. That tackle looked a little high.
It was a little high, and was surprised that Vasquez even decided to field that ball, but nonetheless, he was brought down as soon as he did put his hands on it, and they're going to say he was brought down at a midfield, so the Wildcats will have the ball 1st and 10 from midfield to begin this drive here with 7:30 to go in the ball game. They trail the Manor Mustangs by a score of 26-7.
Yep. Here we go. Now we're going to start on offense again here. Move the football down. Let's get some points on the board, guys. Here we go.
Ramsey, the quarterback, takes a snap. Play action. Passes away to his right down here to Giovanni Guerra, but that ball is incomplete, so that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah. That may be probably the first pass attempted tonight, right?
I believe that is.
Wildcats, right?
Yes, I believe that is the first pass. The San Antonio School District, or ISD here, doing a really good job of trying to keep these kids cool. They've got blowers and mist machines on the sidelines for the kids because it is a warm one here in San Antonio today.
Yes, it is. That's our hats off to, San Antonio ISD and their athletic department for preparing this place.
Ramsey with the toss to Guerra. Guerra with some
There we
running
go.
room. He's across the 40, hit and brought down at the 37. Guerra doing a really good job of looking down the field and finding that open spot and attacking it hard, moving across midfield down inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. Good 13-yard pickup for Guerra.
Got a flag on the field here. Looks like it's against the defense, so should be some more yardage tacked onto this play. Great play call, too. Good job on an option. All right. I don't think Manor was ready for that. Did a good job, good call, great execution by the offense.
For the Wildcats.
So they're going to mark off the penalty.
Yeah, it's a big one, too. Personal foul.
The 15-yard variety ones. So the ball is going to be placed at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 7:18 to go here in the ball game. Still trailing 26-7. Handoff to Gonzalez. Gonzalez has some running room on the left side of the field. He's inside the 15-yard line and brought down at the 12. That's going to be very close to another Wildcat 1st down.
He was close to breaking it all the way. All right, that was a tremendous job of running. Good job up front blocking. All right, good job on the inside zone.
They're going to say that is a Wildcat 1st down. So 1st and 10 from the 12. 6:48 to go in the ball game.
Here we go. got something going.
Gonzalez and Guerra in the backfield. Handoff to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, picked up about 2 yards there. Again, basically the same football play this time. But we picked up 2. We're moving the ball. We're getting close to pay dirt here, so keep playing. That's what that's all you ask your kids to do every play. Come out, play hard, do your very best, get after it, learn, grow as a team. And you'll see this. This is going to pay off later on this season.
Vasquez going to keep the ball inside the 10, inside the 5, breaking some tackles down to the 3-yard line.
Real close to a first down.
Very close to a first down, and remember, they can get a first down without scoring.
That's right.
So we're going to have a 3rd down and 1.
Defensive end over this side's coming up a little bit slow on that play. Yeah, you got a 3rd and about a little bit less than a yard there, but
3rd down and 1 for the Wildcats from the 3-yard line. 5.5 minutes to go here in the ball game. The Wildcats still trailing 26-7. Looking to make a change here. Power eye, handed off to Gonzalez, a deep back, and he's rushing hard forward, and we'll see where they're going to spot this one.
First down for sure. Looks like it's inside the 1-yard line, so
they're going to place it at the half-yard line. But it's going to be 1st and goal for the Wildcats. Power eye formation. Cardosa, the first back.
That's in.
Ramsey Vasquez. Looks like the ball was on the ground.
They're already signaling touchdown. Yeah, they're already signaling touchdown, so it's already there. We already broke the plane. It's a touchdown, Wildcats. There you go, Wildcats.
And that's the key right there, is that it breaks the plane.
Exactly.
So Ramsey Vasquez with his 2nd touchdown of the night cuts the score in half. 5:03 to go here in the ball game. They're trailing Manor by a score of 26-13, point after pending. So they're going to send in the kicker for a field goal attempt. Osvaldo Lerma on to attempt the field goal.
Obviously, last year, you can talk about last year, but you always want to go for it and stuff. They lost some weapons last year offensively, obviously, to this team. But I'm going to tell you, I was associated with Wildcat football for many years and stuff. I coached there. I coach with these coaches and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, I can already see it. I can see the building blocks of this year. All right, a lot of great things going to happen for the Wildcats before the season's over, because I can see it. I can see the momentum that they're building. Each and every day. Yeah, they want to win this football game. And they're still in it. I'm saying that it's 26-13. There's 5 minutes left in this football game, but I'm telling you, I see a team that's growing every snap. Both sides of the football. Defensively, our kids have played extremely well today. Offensively, we've played well. We've gotten better, and that's what you want to see as a head coach. You want to see those things. You want to see that maturity level getting better and better, making better decisions and those kinds of things. So I see that happening for this football team. So, they're playing a team with obviously got some athletes, got some speed, that kind of stuff. But our kids, hey, they're playing them toe-to-toe. They're getting right after them. So I'm real proud of them.
Yeah, Manor are a good experienced team, a good ball club. They've been in the playoffs 2 out of the last 3 years at least under this new head coach that they've got. So he's got a good program there in Manor. Osvaldo Lerma on the attempt the point after. The kick is up, and it is good. So Lerma attacks one more onto the board. So with 5:03 to go in the ball game, it is now Manor Mustangs 26, your Westlaco East Wildcats 14. We'll be back with more football from Alamo Stadium in San Antonio.
Before Clarissa Renteria was a dentist, she was a student at Weslaco ISD. She was a cheerleader, played softball, and started college early through the dual enrollment program. She graduated from UTPA before earning her degree from the University of Texas School of Dentistry in Houston. Now she is Dr. Renteria, creating beautiful smiles at Professional Dental Group. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For Dr. Clarissa Renteria, WISD was the right choice.
Welcome back to Alamo Stadium in San Antonio. The Wildcats cutting into that Mustang lead. Ramsey Vasquez with a 1-yard quarterback sneak, his second one of the night. Point after by Osvaldo Lerma is good. So they cut into that lead. Now trail Manor by a score of 26-14.
You know, that's classic Wildcat football. These kids don't quit. These kids fight you. I mean, from start to finish. You want to play hard. You know, if you're going to play Westlaco East, be ready to play hard. Because if you don't, you know, you're going to have a long night against these guys, because these kids play from whistle to whistle, and they play hard. They play extremely hard. That's how they're coached. You know, that's what they do. So I see it. Yeah, you know, it's the same old Westlaco East, guys. I guarantee you.
Lerma on the kick for the Wildcats. Looks like they've got Levante Benford back deep to return this one. It's a good kick over the head of Benford.
Ooh.
It looks like he hit like a 60-degree wedge on that one, because it took a hop and stayed in the field of play. Benford looking for some running room, and not much. Brought down at about the 16-yard line. Great pursuit and great tackle there by Randy Cardosa.
Absolutely, good job on getting down in your lane still, and you know, keeping him to the inside. That's the one thing about, you know, your kickoff. When you kick off and stuff, you want to keep that, you know, that runner to your inside shoulder. So the kickoff team did a good job of keeping him to the inside and ran down their lanes and made a tackle.
So with 4:54 to go here in the ball game, Manor will take over after that kick return at their 17-yard line. Lee is the quarterback. Long snap count. Handoff is to Benford. Benford looking for something on the wide side, cuts it back, and great backside stoppage by the Westlaco East Wildcats.
Yeah, good job on the backside, you know, going down the line, seeing what he did. You know, they run that jet sweep again, and kid cut it back, and, you know, our pursuit was there. Our kids back inside were there to make the play.
Yeah, I think Manor right now, what they're trying to do is eat up as much clock as possible.
That's exactly what they're doing. We just need to get in there and get the ball out again.
Yeah, 13 seconds on the play clock, and they're going to run it down inside 5 more than likely before they take a snap. 9 seconds. Brooks takes the handoff, looking for some running room, but there's not much there, as he's going to be brought down at the 26-yard line, short of a first down. It's going to bring up a third down in about 2.
Yeah, third and about 2 right now. I don't know what Coach Guillen has set up right now, but I'm sure they're going to do a good job here stopping them here. They can get this thing stopped, get the ball back again, move it down, score again. This is going to be an interesting finish to this game.
And here we go. Manor barely lining up with 15 seconds to go on the play clock.
We need to stop here.
Same offensive formation. Lee is the quarterback. High snap. He's going to keep the ball, and he's going to try to get to the first down, fighting his way, and it's going to be very close.
Yeah, I think he may come up just a hair short, I hope. That's what it looks like. By the spot at the top, it looks like they're just a little bit short. It's fourth down.
So the referees are going to stop the clock, because I think they're going to measure this one. Because I don't think the coaches are going to allow them to just say first down or short.
Right.
They want to see it with their own eyes.
Exactly.
So we've got an official's timeout on the field for a measurement. So here we go.
Look at it. It's going to be close, but a little short.
They needed to get to about the 28-yard line.
A little bit short of that. Let's see when they pull the chain here.
He's about half a yard short.
Yep.
So that's going to bring up a fourth down. So this is going to be an interesting call here for the Mustangs. Now, if you are the coach of the Mustangs, Jimmy Mitchell, what are you doing, Coach?
I'm punting the ball.
Yeah. The last thing you want to do is give the Wildcats the ball inside the 30-yard line.
I mean, I hope he does go for it. You know, we stop him. But, yeah, I think I'll be punting the ball right now.
Well, Ramsey's already lined up deep, and it looks like they are going to line up to punch the football here. And that's going to be a smart call, Coach.
Oh, yeah. Be nice to get a big return here, though.
Still a lot of time here in this game.
Yes, there is.
And this is not a very good kick.
Away from that.
Cárdenas telling everybody to get away.
Absolutely.
And it looks like they're going to take over at the 43-yard line of the Mustangs.
Yep, that's that old proverbial player. Get away from it, because right there, that's excellent field position for the Wildcats. So we got a lot. There's, like you said, there's 2:58 left in this game. Well, move the ball down, score again. It's now 26-21. Get it again, score. All them 2-point conversions they didn't get could come back and haunt Maynard right now.
Yeah, great job there by Freddie Cárdenas to tell his team, hey, get away from this football, man.
Absolutely.
We need to get field position. Here we go. Snap is made to Vasquez. Vasquez is going to pitch it off, and it's going to be a pitch to Russell Gatzan. Russell's going to get to about the line of scrimmage and no more, bringing up a 2nd down and 10. The only downfall to that play is that the clock continues to move.
Absolutely. They ran that a while ago for about 13 yards, but came back to it. But this time it didn't go as well.
A little bit of a hurry-up offense here for the Wildcats. Josh Gonzalez takes the handoff to the 40-yard line, 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 6.
It's really wild, when you, especially when you're running back and stuff, you see things, you run where you think things are and stuff, but then when you go home, you watch film, you step in, if I would have cut back here, there's a big hole there, so, and it's sometimes very hard for kids to see that, but, then sometimes they see them and big gains happen, so, they're going to analyze that pretty quick.
Back to the I formation for the Wildcats. Ramsey Vaz is going to keep it. Turns the corner inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line, and that's going to be very close for a 1st down.
Very close first down. Way to fight, Ramsey. That's a great job. I mean, that's a kid that wants it. You can tell. That was a 1st down right there. Got a minute 48 left in the game, but kids that they're just continuing to fight. They're continuing to play hard. Yeah, my hat's off to how hard they're playing. Both teams playing well, but it's a heck of a football game.
The chains have been moved. The clock has been signaled to start. 1:42 to go here in the ball game. Same I formation. Josh Gonzalez will take the handoff, and he's going to run up the middle, and he's going to run hard inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line.
Exactly. Picked up about 5 yards on the football play. So tremendous play. Got to get the ball set, get it snapped. Let's get back in the end zone.
Wildcats back to the I formation, 2nd down and 5 from the 28. Cardosa takes a quick handoff inside the 25, and he is just fighting his way down to about the 22, 23-yard line.
And the 1st down.
And we'll see where they're going to spot this. And they're going to spot it at the 22, so that's going to be a 1st down. So clock will stop momentarily for them to move the change. Vasquez, quarterback sneak, quick one, inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Timeout called by the Wildcats.
Like I said, if you watch these kids, you watch these two teams. Both teams are playing hard, like I said earlier. But you watch our kids, they're just they're not quitting. They are getting after it because, like I said, and I really believe that. I believe this all my whole career and stuff. I mean, every snap you get to play, especially in the the non-district schedules and stuff, it just gets you that much better for those big important games that come up, that are later in the season and stuff. So. A lot of positives, a lot of great things coming out of this football game tonight.
Well, we are under a minute to go in this ball game. The Wildcats with the football and driving. They've got it at the Mustangs 19-yard line, looking to put the ball in before this game comes to an end. They've looked good tonight. They've ran the ball really well. They've also had some big hits on the defensive side of the field. They've have 2 fumble recoveries tonight as well.
Yeah, a lot of great positives.
Cardosa with the handoff inside the 15. Good, tough running from Randy Cardosa. Second down and about 4. Vasquez takes a snap. Gonna run it. Looking for the room outside.
There he
Bounce outside.
goes.
Inside the 10, inside the 5. And he's finally knocked out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They're gonna say at the 4. They're gonna drop the chains. And it's gonna be first down and goal for the Wildcats from the 4-yard line with 30 seconds to go here in the ball game.
There you go.
Good tough running from the quarterback, Ramsey Vasquez. Coach, one of the things you spoke about early today was that you spoke with Coach Burgett, and he's one of the things that he wants to do is get the ball into the hands of Ramsey Vasquez as many times. And tonight, he had it every play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Josh Gonzalez with the toss,
There it
looking
is.
for some running room.
That
And
could
did he
be
get
in.
into the end zone?
Should be there.
Touchdown,
Wildcats. There you go. Awesome.
4-yard touchdown run from Josh Gonzalez. Good, tough running from that young man. He's been running tough all night long. All the touchdowns for the Wildcats have come on the ground. Lerma on for the point after. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 22 seconds left in the ball game, the score now is the Manor Mustangs 26, your East Wildcats 21. We've got 22 seconds left in the ball game, Coach.
A lot of things can happen in 22 seconds. A lot of touchdowns. A lot of things can happen right now. You know, here we got to get a big play here on this kickoff. You know, obviously you want to, you know, take a genius to understand what's probably about to happen. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as far as that goes, I hope we can convert this and get the ball back.
Well, all the touchdowns came on the ground. We have Ramsey Vasquez with 2 quarterback keepers for touchdowns. And then, of course, this last one by Josh Gonzalez was good for 4 yards. So we've seen a lot of running from the Wildcats. Of course, we know they've also got another gentleman who didn't suit up tonight to quarterback, Vladimir Cedeño.
Exactly.
A guy that they're expecting a lot of things, good things from. Good size. He's about 6'2", 6'3". Apparently throws the ball really well.
Yeah, they got to. Yeah, exactly. So that, you know, I'm going to tell you what, that holds really good for their program. You take a young man, you know, they put at quarterback. That, you know, they put Ramsey at quarterback tonight. You know, he's one of their best receivers and stuff. He comes in,
backs.
our defensive back, and he has to come in and play quarterback tonight and do an outstanding job. That just tells you a lot about their program.
Yeah, I wasn't correcting, Coach. I was just adding on.
Absolutely.
Because that kid plays everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely, you know, but that just tells you something about the program at you know, at Westco East.
Well, Coach, you weren't wrong when you said they're going to line up for that onside kick. And here he comes. And it's a
There
good
it is.
one.
There it is. Get it!
He just could not hang on to it. Dimas Alvarez had his hands on it, but just couldn't snag it.
See how close that is? I mean, in 22 seconds, you're that close to getting the ball back, and being able to go down and you know and put the game away.
I think Dimas was already running with the ball because he had nothing but open field in front of him. That was what you call a picture-perfect onside kick.
Yeah, it was.
You want to get that little roll, and then you want to get that big bounce.
Yeah, he did. You know, kicker did a good job. You know, he'd have got it. You know, couldn't advance it, but it'd been the Wildcats football.
The Mustangs line up in the victory formation with 22 seconds left to go here in the ball game. Lee's going to take a knee, and that's going to do it for the ball game because no one's going to want to stop the clock anymore.
Yeah, it's been a hard-fought football game. Both teams, you know, you got to be proud of both sides. You know, they both played a very hard-nosed game. You know what I saw about it? A lot of good sportsmanship in this game too. You know, you didn't see any, you know, skirmishes or anything like that. People talking, noise and stuff. So it was a really clean, hard-fought football game. You know, you got to be proud of Westco East and, you know, how they're showing tonight, and obviously I'm sure Maynard's proud of their kids and what they did, you know, open up the season. You know, but our kids, you know, they need to keep their heads up high because they played a hard-fought game tonight, and, you know, they did a tremendous job. They're going to learn a lot from this game. and it's going to hold true for later in the season. It's going to go a long ways because, we got to come over here and, and experience this because our kids, and our kids have been here before, and you can tell. You can tell that the Westco East kids, they've been here before. This wasn't bigger than them or anything like that. They came over and they played and they got after it, and I'm real proud of them and proud of their coaching staff and the things that they did tonight. And Joy, I just want you to know this, start of, us working together and how happy I am, and I, you did a tremendous job tonight too, and I thank you for what you've done, and and we're going to have a lot of fun this year and stuff, and again, you said some of the things later, just the people in Weslaco, how much they support all our kids and our programs and stuff, from our school board to, our administration, everybody that's involved in Weslaco and Weslaco athletics and stuff. We appreciate it because they care about our kids in Weslaco, and I'm from Weslaco. I live in Weslaco. I've coached there, and I'm real proud to be here and support the Wildcats and support all Weslaco programs and stuff. So. Hats off to our people and, the jobs they do, and we appreciate all the support that we get, with all our athletic programs.
Amen. And speaking of our administration there in Westlaco, we want to thank our superintendent of schools, Dr. Priscilla Canales. We want to thank the Westlaco East High School principal, Dr. David Gamboa, and of course, the athletic director for Westlaco ISD, Oscar Riojas, and of course, the head coach and athletic coordinator of the Westlaco East Wildcats, Coach Michael Burgett. Want to send a big shout out to all of our Facebook Live viewers. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. And of course, we want to thank the guys from K-West doing a great job. Awesome. Of course, the director, Carlos Robledo, and the K-West crew that made it all the way to San Antonio today. Beginning with the director tonight is Mike Palacios. Our field cameramen were Don Ramirez and Val Zamora. Our top camera was hoisted by Vinny Berry, and our audio director today was Joe Leal. Coach Rock, thank you so much for a great game today. Looking forward to a great season of high school football on the mic with you as we cover all of Westlaco East games for the week. For Coach Rock, I am Joe Aguilar bidding you farewell from San Antonio, where the final score was once again the Manor Mustangs 26, your Westlaco East Wildcats 21. We'll see you next Friday night from Weslaco. We'll be in Weslaco at Bobby Lackey Stadium as your Westlaco East Wildcats take on the Laredo Alexander Bulldogs. Guys, have a great rest of your Saturday afternoon.